Chris Bassett here, and I'm going to go over my 5 favorite button mashing action games that are free to play on the Xbox. Let's get into it. Dauntless is a free to play co-op action RPG. Dauntless takes place in a fantasy setting where a cataclysmic event has torn the world apart, releasing monstrous creatures known as behemoths that prey on the surviving humans. Dauntless continues to offer an extremely fun and accessible take on the monster hunting role-playing game. You can look forward to regular updates, seasonal events, new behemoths, and a more rich, evolving world. Gameplay revolves around slaying giant boss-sized behemoths in gripping encounters with a variety of weapons. I thoroughly enjoyed the loop of hunting monsters and collecting their parts to craft better weapons and armor. Customize every aspect of your Slayer's appearance and make changes whenever you want. With an always accessible character creator, hundreds of armor pieces, and emotes, you're free to get creative. Overall, Dauntless is a ton of fun and a great game to play alone or with friends. It occupies the realm of easy to pick up but hard to master perfectly, and offers a ridiculous amount of gameplay for free. There are 7 different weapons that you can freely switch between, and all of them offer a unique playstyle and abilities to master. I would have to say the sword is probably my favorite. Dauntless is a very enjoyable game and is already one of my favorite free-to-play games. Path of Exile is an online free-to-play action RPG set in the dark fantasy world of Rayclast. It provides deep character customization with its sprawling passive skill tree, socketable skill gems, immense itemization, and crafting system. You can pick up from 7 starting classes and 18 subclasses. Play solo or alongside up to 5 friends. Path of Exile continues to be one of the best top-down hack-and-slash RPGs in the scene, thanks to its ever-expanding world and ever-evolving mechanics. Path of Exile is all about items. Find, collect, and trade magic, rare, and unique items with arcane properties, then customize your character build around the deadliest combinations you possess. Create and customize hundreds of unique skill combinations from tradable gems with a gigantic passive skill tree. Combine the gems to create your own unique combination of power, defense, and destruction. With the insane amount of items that you can find, it could take hundreds of hours to upgrade to the perfectly crafted build. In Path of Exile, you can battle in PvP tournament seasons and capture the flag events for worldwide recognition. Compete in daily leagues and race events that run as a separate game with their own ladders and economies to win valuable prizes. Path of Exile is committed to creating a fair playing field for all players, and you cannot gain gameplay advantage by spending real money. Path of Exile was named 2013 PC Game of the Year by Sunspot, and Best PC Role-Playing Game by IGN. It's definitely a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend you give her a shot. Warframe is an online action game that includes elements of shooters, RPGs, and stealth games. Players use their weapons, a primary, secondary, and melee, special abilities, and a number of parkour-style moves to navigate throughout and overpower forces within the mission. Players and their equipment also gain experience and level up from missions. Equipment with higher levels support more mods, which are abstracted upgrades. These mods can then be slotted into the equipment to change its attributes or provide passive or negative bonuses and abilities. Mods are dropped by enemies during missions and can be part of the rewards. Alongside mods, players have other means of improving their equipment. You can fuse 2 similar items together to get a superior version. Another type of reward is equipment blueprints, which can be used to construct new Warframe parts or weapons. You can also purchase these using in-game money called Platinum. Warframe has been designed to be free-to-play and has avoided using pay-to-win elements. All Warframes, weapons, and other non-cosmetic equipment can be acquired in-game over time through normal gameplay. I spent $5 to buy some DLC, which I had a lot of fun with. Probably my most favorite aspect to this game is the movement. Using the right kind of weapons, warframes, and upgrades, you can rapidly traverse levels. This extreme movement is almost game-breaking. Developers were going to remove some of these abilities, but decided to retain them to support the ninja-like movements that players wanted. So I definitely recommend giving this game a shot if you like platforming and grinding the perfect gear set. It's definitely a lot of fun. New Genesis Phantasy Star Online is a free-to-play online action role-playing game. Gameplay in Phantasy Star Online is mostly action-oriented and features a large and diverse selection of weapon types and playstyles for the player to choose from. In combat, players engage in enemies in real time with various attacks. Attacks can be chained for additional damage into combos. There are powerful attacks called photon arts. Character classes can be changed at any time in the game's lobby. Levels and statistics earned with a specific class are independent of the progress made with other classes on the same character. Characters can then be leveled up and customized with skill points. Upon starting the game, you can create and customize characters to be used in the game. The name, gender, race, character class, body, and facial features are available for customization during the creating process. And later, the player can acquire a number of accessories and aesthetics goods to further customize their characters. The landscapes are gorgeous. There are different areas like Mount Magnus, Vanford Laboratory Ruins, and Resolve Forest. The hack and slash combat and deep character customization have made it a really big hit. The majority of Phantasy Star Online can be played solo, but there are specific missions and events that require a large group to complete, especially in the endgame. There is a lot of support for queuing up for matchmaking if you don't have a dedicated group to play with. I had a lot of fun with Phantasy Star Online, and I definitely recommend you give it a shot. And this last game I haven't played in a while, but it's definitely a lot of fun. It's DC Universe Online. It's a free action combat, massively multiplayer online game. You create and customize a superhero, and then use a combo system to fight through areas either solo or with a group. DC Universe Online has been actively updating to bring new stories, costumes, styles, and equipment. Hey, check out this other video right here. There are links down in the description to save some bucks, so check that out. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. If this was helpful, hit the like button. Thanks.